Have you ever wondered why nowadays we are so distracted and we have very little patience and we're not paying attention most of the time? We're always multitasking and it is so difficult to focus, right? And there's a method that people claim that is life-changing, that help people to regain their focus, help people to boost their productivity. And it is called the Pomodoro method. And it has been around for quite a while, and there are a lot of people using them, and also many people just quit them. And today I'm gonna share with you why is that, what is the true value of the Pomodoro method, and how you can maximize its benefit to you. And first of all, Pomodoro method, it is just a time management tool. Basically, you work 25 minutes and then you take a 5 minutes break and you work a few more sections between the focus time block and the break time block. And then after a couple sessions, you take a longer break, for example, 20 minutes. And basically that's it. And traditionally, you will use a timer to track the time, but nowadays, cell phones, there's so many apps that can help you with that. Just search for Pomodoro on the Play Store or the App Store. You will find plenty of them with similar functions with different designs. And I think the core idea of Pomodoro is that it lets you be aware that most of the time we are distracted and we spend so much time browsing the social network, watching the TV or binge on Netflix, or we just let our thoughts diffuse one thought after another and just let the thoughts coming, and you are not intentionally doing something or putting your attention to a specific point. And that is when Pomodoro comes to be handy, is that you are truly aware, hey, I'm not in the focus mode, I'm either in the break mode, or I'm just not using the app, I'm just not focused. And I think that's true value of it, is giving you this awareness. Once you try it, once you implement this method into your life, you will be able to distinguish the times you are just on autopilot, you are just randomly walking on your thoughts or something. And that's when you started putting yourself back to the 25 minutes, the focus time frame. Then you realized, hey, I'm doing something intentionally, I'm doing something consciously. And you will feel this if you're a worker, if you're employed, you go to a workplace. You have been told between, for example, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. you work, and then you take a lunch break, and then you work another few hours. And you are instructed to give you a very clear time structure. But for example, if you are self-employed, there's nobody dictating when you should be working, when you should be doing something. Or you are employed but are in the weekends, you have the free time on your hand. And that is when most of the time we lose our focus, because maybe you want to just chill out, you want to just relax, but at the same time you feel this kind of burning sensation in the very depth of your brain, telling you that you should be doing that, you should be working on your side project, you should be thinking about your future, you should be planning for the months to come, or just maybe you have a like business idea or something, or you have a hobby, or you have an achievement that is outside of your work that you need to work on, but you just don't have the desire to do so, and you let yourself be very easily distracted by a lot of things. And that is, if you've been using the Pomodoro method, you recognize that, hey, there's something I wanted to do, and the app will help you to put that in a record. And that's the beauty of the apps like this, because you got to track how many sessions you had today, yesterday, last month, and they can even help you to tag the activities you did, and then you visualize time, you visualize the things you did, and then you understand, hey, so it gives you a sense of fulfillment, it gives a sense of achievement, because you're seeing something being done, even though it is just fundamentally color blocks or type blocks, but it gives you visualized cues that you are working towards something. You're putting time, you're putting your attention onto the things that you care about. And I think that is the true meaning of Pomodoro, of that enlightenment, is that awareness of the status quo of your mind. And however, on the flip side, there are a lot of people, they got really tied to the tool itself, and they got really frustrated easily because we're so easily distracted. So when you're using it and you check out your cell phone, and then you say, I just ruined my focus section, and then that's kind of makes you angry at yourself. Or for example, you're in focus mode, your coworker or your spouse just barging into your area and then pour you out of the focus mode. That's when you get disgruntled. You're thinking, hey, I cannot focus, it's impossible to focus, there's so many things around you. And these kind of people will just quit using the app very easily. That was me too. A couple of years ago, I tried it and I quit it because it's basically impossible to focus. For example, when I'm in the office, there would be emails, there would be phone calls, there would be colleagues walking into my office, and then that would just ruin my focus section. And that is the drawback and the downside of it. Well, let's say that's a pitfall you want to avoid. Don't get so attached to the tool itself. Say you have some distraction within the focus, so let it be, just keep it rolling and then start another one. And understand that the true meaning of the app like this is to make you be aware of your mental status, and that's it. And realizing that you put less emphasis on just making a perfect section, you just use it, it becomes your habits, and then this mental awareness becomes a second nature. You understand, hey, I'm working now, I'm not working, and play. You lose the track of time, and you no longer have to work another day. Well, that's right. That's the ideal situation. Most people are not in that situation. Most people have to feed themselves, to feed the family, so they have to accept the work, or they have to do something that is not 100% enjoyable, right? So even though if you have a job that you love 100%, but there are some times that you feel a lack of energy. There are sometimes you feel there's a resistance to do something, even though it's something that you love so much. And that is when tools like Pomodoro is useful, because it will help you to kickstart your mental status. And once you enter, you have that initial momentum to do something, to switch to another focus or concentrated mode. Then the momentum will just drive you forward and keeps you going. So I think that is my principles of utilizing the Pomodoro technique. Well, I know that it is not something new. You could easily find so many tutorials or people sharing Pomodoros on the internet, on YouTube, but I'm just giving you my honest thoughts, and hope this is helpful to you.